I don't think Tom is better than Jon. I do think Tom, as far as the crop and yeah, again, he's not even that active, but as far as active fighters, Tom's the best heavyweight we have to offer. That being said, and I love Tom. I'm a big believer in Tom, but there are some holes in his game if you watch enough fighting. Even though he's starching everybody, he's not starching elite level guys. He's beating and demolishing guys that are offered to him, but the heavyweight division has never been weaker. So you're basically the king of the mediocre heavyweight division. But again, not his fault. But with saying that, it goes to show that Tom does have some issues in his game that at a certain level will get exposed. So if you bring up Tom's record, my issue for Tom is, so Tom's one of the most athletic. Gane might be the only more athletic heavyweight in the division, but Tom's fucking right up there. So Tom's big, he's fast, he's athletic. He has jiu-jitsu as far as we know. We had to take that with a grain of salt, even though he grew up in diapers in his jiu-jitsu gym. His dad was a jiu-jitsu owner. This isn't a knock on England, but it's going to be different. It's just different over there. Wrestling credentials, it's just different over there. They're not the same level as other parts of the world. So Tom's thing, right, is he's basically a knockout artist. Now, Tom's not a knockout artist because he's throwing these insane combinations and he's slipping and he looks like fucking, Anthony Joshua Canelo. He's doing it because he has faster hands. It does because you get labeled a knockout artist via Derek Lewis. When you get labeled a knockout artist in the UFC, it doesn't mean you have world-class striking. It means you have good striking for a mixed martial artist that has a variety of things you have to be good at, but you do excel in this, but it doesn't mean you have world-class striking. So Tom's thing is he has really fast hands for big heavyweight. And if you look at the guys he's beat, I would love to hear the argument that he's beat high-level world-class strikers. Which one of the guys that he beat would you label, if you're listening to this on your way to work or if you're watching this, if you have a knowledge on mixed martial arts and just striking in general, whether it's kickboxing, boxing, Muay Thai, which one of his opponents would you say was world-class? Go. And I'll go through them. Jake Collier? No. Alan Baudou? No. Andrei Arlovsky? Mm-mm. Sergey Spivak? No, definitely not. Volkov? No, not world-class. Curtis Blades? Definitely not. Wrestler. Tiberia? Not a chance. Pavlovich? Heavy hitter. Wouldn't say world-class striker. Heavy hitter. And then Curtis Blades again. So really, he in that area of mixed martial arts when it comes to striking, he's had faster hands, and he beats everybody to the punch, and he's a big, strong guy, and he's knocking heads off. Again, not his fault, because these are the best guys the UFC had to offer in whatever is fucking 2020, 2025. So not his fault, and he's knocking down all comers. Cool. But you wouldn't say Tom has world-class striking. He has the best to offer right now. And so now he faces Ciryl Gane, who's the closest you can get in the heavyweight division to say world-class striker. A background in kickboxing, took some kickboxing fight. Probably the best striker Tom's faced. How'd it go from the sample size that we have? How did it go? Not good. Not good at all. Now, he didn't get dog walked. He didn't get fucking completely outshined, but he was getting pieced up. He was getting pieced up. And the longer that went, that's where the questions come into place going, oh man, how would this have gone in the second and third? If he's getting pieced up in the first, nose bloody, getting jabbed, not really landing, and this is my only criticism, Tom, he leads head first, which is boxing 101, not good, especially when you're a big heavyweight. If you saw the Rakic fight, he went head first, and with the momentum of a bigger guy, gets knocked out from a jab. That's going to happen at heavyweight. So my only criticism when it comes to the small sample size that we have is he finally fought a good striker, and it was not going his way. For the first time, not going his way. So this is worst case scenario for Tom. Worst case scenario. Worst case scenario. And then with the wrestling, again, I don't know how good his wrestling is. I have no clue. I hear what his training partners say, but again, it's British wrestling. Now, it's 2025 and anybody can fly and any coach can fly anywhere, but from the ground roots of it, England's never been known as good wrestling base. It's just not what they do. It's just not what they do. So again, from Tom, I've heard the war stories from the training room. All that's all good. But when it comes to actual octagon time, I've never seen it. So I don't know. I don't know. And then he goes to take Ciryl Gane down and didn't have a fucking prayer. It wasn't even close. So there's been a few questions answered about Tom. And what I think happens now is Tom's, for the moment, has lost the big boy, the big boy fights. He's lost those golden goose eggs. He's lost the Alex fight. He's lost the Jon Jones fight. The good thing, if you're Tom, okay, well, now there's more attention on the rematch for Ciryl Gane, because before nobody was asking for this. It was like, oh, this is a foregone conclusion. It's not if Tom's going to win, it's how fast he's going to win. Now that narrative's gone. Now it's kind of like, Tom better get his shit together, right? So I think there's more excitement for the rematch, which they have to do. But what this does do is force the UFC's hand now into overshadowing what Tom's doing and what Ciryl Gane's doing. And now it's going to force their hand to do Alex and Jon Jones. I would almost guarantee you get Alex and Jon Jones on the White House card. That's what happened. That's what happens with this. Now, when I say it's not all bad news for Tom, and Tom will fight the winner of that. If he gets through Ciryl Gane, that's a big if now. So Tom will eventually get that big money fight that he's looking for, but it's not going to be as fast anymore. Now he gets put on the back burner. And now Jon and Alex get front row, and they're going to be on the White House card. And Tom will probably face the winner of that. But this is where it's good for Tom, where this didn't go all his way, and there were some holes exposed in his game. Even if you're the biggest Tom Aspinall fan, you're probably sitting today going, man, Jon fucking mollywopped Ciryl Gane. That wasn't even competitive. This ain't an easy fight for Tom now. Jon isn't a foregone conclusion. Jon's older, slower. I don't give a fuck. Tom is not going to dog walk Jon like we thought. Sure as fuck not taking him down. His striking's being the issue now. Now I'm like, oh, I definitely want to see that fight. So that's the plus side of this. The downside is now you've given Ciryl Gane momentum. Now we have almost a round to study to see how Tom is going to approach this. But I would imagine Jon's on Saturday afternoon sat back and went, fuck. Damn it. That'd been easier than I thought. I dropped the $30 million bag. That would have been a way easier fight than everyone thinks. Jon's probably kicking himself going, God damn it. Could have made $30 million and still fought Alex. As the champ, it'd been an even bigger fight, would have made more money. Dropped the ball on that one.